Hi, hello, Heather from Heather's Info Crochet here. Welcome. Today's video we are going to be doing an everything pink challenge, I guess. Since we are getting close to Valentine's Day, I wanted to make some pink themed Valentine's Day-ish type things for my crochet booth. So I thought we could do an everything pink challenge so I could make some inventory for my booth. So I have chosen to do penguin first. I said, I think in my last video maybe, that I wanted to do some penguins for Valentine's Day and do little hearts for their eyes. I thought that would be really cute. So I figured we could do little pink penguins and have hearts for eyes. I thought about doing the eyes shaped like hearts. I don't know, would red be too creepy? I don't know, we might have to see. Might have to do like a dark pink or something like that so it don't look too creepy. But yeah, the pattern that I am going to use is by In the Crochet Cupboard free pattern on Instagram here. Is this cute little penguin pattern. In the Crochet Cupboard is the name of the designer. Alright, so I'm going to be using Premier Basic Chenille Brights. So there's two different colors. There's a dark color and a lighter color, and then you have the white for the face. So I'm going to do dark pink in the color Hibiscus for the dark color, and the color Cotton Candy for the light color. I have my Stash Goals white yarn for the white face, and I have some yellow for the feet and the beak. So, okay, so we're going to start with the darker color. So we're going to start with our Hibiscus color. Starts at 6 singles in the magic ring. I think we're going to do 8, so I don't have a cone issue. Okay, so here is our faceless little penguin so far. I really like these colors together. Really easy pattern to follow. It only took me 23 minutes? No, more like 26, 28 minutes. Yeah. Now I'm going to try red, see what red looks like. If red is too weird, then I might do a dark pink for the eyes. And then I need to do the little beak. I think I'll do the beak first. The beak goes right between the eyes. Now I'll do the eyes first. Let's see, what did I say? We're going to do red, so I'm going to use acrylic yarn. I have red there. And my brain just went to maybe using velvet yarn for the eyes. I'm going to grab my red velvet over here and use that, see what it looks like. I'll be back. Okay, so I grabbed my red velvet yarn. This is Juicy Couture yarn. I think the eyes are centered. I don't think that looks too bad. What do you guys think? And then put a beak in there. I'm going to put the beak on before I cut the fasten off the red, just to make sure it looks okay with the beak on it. Okay, and they went right between the two eyes for the beak. Okay. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but there is a little yellow beak right there. I think the red, this eye needs to be a little bit wider. Do another pass on that eye to make them look even. Now I think the other side of the eye needs to be a little bit bigger. There we go. Now they look a little more even. Okay, I think I'm liking the red, so I think we're going to leave the red on there. I think our first little Valentine penguin will be done. Let me fasten this off. Get these ends tucked in here. Oh, I'm trying to do it that way. I don't ever do it that way. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm pretty happy with this little guy. I think the eyes are kind of cute. Cute. Now the pattern, I follow pattern. There's two little things that I changed, so I did have to move this foot over this way one stitch so they would be evenly lined up. And then for the decrease, I decreased it down to 6. And I only decreased down to 12. That way the bottom would be a little flatter, so it would sit a little better. So yeah. One little Valentine pink penguin all done. It's really cute. Really cute. Really happy with that. Now I want to figure out something else to make. I do want to make another one of these, but I'll make another one off camera. So now I need to find something else to make. So I'm going to look for another pattern off camera because you don't care to see that. So I'll be back. Okay, so I found my next pattern. It's really going to be cute. So this pattern is by my_universe64, free pattern on Instagram. A little ladybug, but I'm going to make it pink and make it like a little love bug. So where the red is on it, I'm going to do a dark pink. So it's still going to be black body, but the shell of it is going to be dark pink. I'm going to use the color Hibiscus from my Premier Basic Chenille Brights. I do have a Bernat Blanket sparkle yarn. Thought about using. Nah, I like this color. Okay, so Bernat Blanket, I think is what we start with. Start from the head, I do believe. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use a 6mm this time. I know, crazy. But this is old formula Bernat. And, well, it's not old formula. It's just a little bit thicker, a little bit harder to work with. And I don't want the nose to be all coney. So I'm going to use just a little bit bigger of a hook. See how that looks. But I don't want to use a 6 on the basic chenille part of it, so I don't know. Might have to just go with my 5.5. We'll see. highlights on these eyes. I'm trying to get it to look even. Because they are black safety eyes on black, so they do need the highlight. Just a matter of getting it in the right spot. Alright. Our pink little love bug is all done finally. Good grief, that should not have taken me that long. But those antennas were giving me a fit. I wasn't understanding the instructions, and then there was a gap I didn't like, so I redid it a couple different times. But anywho's, it's all done. Whoop, whoop, almost dropped it. Pink little love bug. I really like it. I love that dark pink and black together. It's really pretty. Cute. Like I said, that took way longer than it should have. And you do color changes for the spots on the body. I mean, you could just do all pink and then go back and embroider spots if you wanted to. But I don't mind color changes, so the color changes are kind of fun for me. Yeah, pink little love bug. So far, pink penguin, pink little love bug. Now I gotta find something else that I want to make pink. I'm gonna put these where you guys can see them. Let's move a chunky turtle. Oh, need to rearrange this for you guys so I can display things as I make them like I'm doing. Okay, there we go. You can kind of see it back there. Okay, so I need to work on my secret project before I have to clock in for work, but stay tuned. I'm going to be back. I'm going to go find a couple more patterns that I want to make. I have lots of variegated yarn. I have a pretty variegated with dark pink, light pink, and an orange that I want to use. There's a pink, purple, and white variegated that I want to use. So those two are the main ones I want to use. So I need to find a good pattern that I can use variegated yarn on. I don't use variegated yarn very often because, I don't know, it just depends on what the item is it to, I can't get my words out. I don't always think variegated yarn looks good on certain things, so I'm kind of picky on what I use variegated yarn on. So I need to take some time and find some patterns that I can use those variegated yarns on. So I think I have an idea for one, but we'll see. But yeah, stay tuned for some more pink makes coming up. I will see you guys in the next clip. I'm back. All right, it is day 2, Saturday morning, January 10th, I believe. Yes, it is. So I've got 2 other patterns picked out that I want to make. I picked out the yarn. So the first one I'm going to make is by Crochet Grove. It is her free little bee pattern. Now I don't have any of that fuzzy yarn, so I was trying to think of some different yarn to make it a little different. And I always forget I have yarn like tucked on a shelf behind my door over here. And I have some, I believe it is Sweet Snuggles yarn. I have some in the light pink, and I have some in black, and I had some in like a whitish off-white color. So I'm going to make a bee in this Sweet Snuggles. Don't quote me because I don't have the labels. I think it's Sweet Snuggles yarn. And see how big this bee turns out. Hopefully it doesn't shed too bad. I know Sweet Snuggles tends to shed. So keep your fingers crossed for me that it works well for me. So we're going to do this light pink with black stripes. I thought that would look really sharp. And then we've got the white for the wings. I have no idea what size hook I need to use. I don't know. So I don't really know. Let's look. I'm a little grabber here in the way. I use it to grab the acrylic yarn on the very top shelf up here that I can't reach. Okay, so let's see what size hook we're gonna need. I don't know, what do you guys usually use for it? Like a 7 or an 8? I don't really, this is a 6.5. I know that's not big enough, but I don't really like using these hooks. I mean, the grip is great, but there's just not enough room between the hook and the rubber part, especially for thick yarn. It gets in the way. So, that's a 9. I don't think I need a 9. I'm looking for like an 8. That's a 6. Maybe I have some in my little pouch here on my cart. And yesterday I used that size 6 hook for the little love bug right here. I really liked using a 6 with that yarn. I might be converting, I don't know. Here's an 8. I don't usually use that big of a hook for much of anything. I don't ever use this yarn either. Ooh, it starts with an 8 in the magic ring. That's good. Let's see. Well, seems to be, an 8 seems to be pretty good. Let's see if the magic ring works for me here. Probably not. Trying to do as loose as I can. Let's do half close and then the other half. And it broke. That's why I never use this yarn. I might do the chain 3 with this yarn. Let's try that. There we go. Did the chain 2 method. Alright, so got 2 rows done so far. It's working up pretty nicely, except for, you know, the magic ring breaking. So, I gotta show you guys this. So I keep all my yarn bits and stuff because I've told you this before. My goal is to use it for stuffing. And I always forget. So I put a little 3-tiered cube shelf here next to my desk. It's right here next to the camera. And I put one of those cloth cube things in it. One of these. It's in that drawer. It is completely full of all of my yarn bits. So it's over here open in my face. So hopefully I remember to use some of my yarn bits to stuff my stuff with today. How ridiculous is that? And I'm like, you just need to throw it away. I can't do it. I can't throw it away. Oh gosh, do any of you guys have like a huge storage of yarn bits that you have all intentions on using for stuffing and tend to forget, so your yarn bit stash just keeps getting bigger and bigger? Oh my gosh. It's honestly just funny at this point. So hopefully I remember to use it when I'm stuffing this bee. Oh god. It's gonna be a big one. I gotta move this camera angle down a little bit because I can't hold this bee up. It's getting too big. There we go. That's a little better. Ran out of yarn. Just tricking. I have more yarn. I have a whole huge another skein of that yarn over there, so I have plenty. I did pull up my TV because I haven't been watching anything, but I turned on my TV, YouTube, and Crochet by Tasha has a new video out, so I am going to watch her video while making our everything pink video for today. Alrighty guys, so far here's our bee body. It's a big one. So now I need to do the eyes. I don't know if I have big enough eyes. Let's see. Okay, so I don't have any like safety colored glitter eyes or anything, so I think I'm gonna, these are the biggest eyes I have for just plain black eyes. I don't even know what size they are. I measured them before, I think. Are they 20s? No, 24s. They're 24s. So, I hate putting the eyes in because I always get the placement wrong. Okay, so, especially on bees. Putting bee eyes on for some reason is hard for me. Place eyes between rounds 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure my color changes on the bottom of the bee. So, okay, there's the color change and there's the eyes. I think that's good. Yeah, okay. We're going with it. Might need to use my pliers to get these eyes in as well as I want them to. I'll be back. Okay, that did the trick. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with the eyes. This should have probably maybe went up one more row, but whatever. She doesn't really say if she covers up the line or not, the color change. She probably does, because it doesn't look like the color changes on top. So that's where the eyes would be. I think there should have went up one row, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, now we're on to the last 2 rows of our bee here. Alright, so what I'm doing with the stuffing here is I'm putting the polyfill along the edges. And then I'm using my yarn bits and putting it down through the middle here. That way the yarn is in the center and not on the outside, so it won't like come through the stitches. That was a long bit. Alright, now I'm getting close to the top, so now I'm just going to do all polyfill here. Okay, now I can do my final decrease and close up. So hopefully closing the hole does not create a huge mess or it doesn't break on me. Okay guys, wish me luck on closing this up. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if you know this or not. I've told you this before, I think. But I tighten the circle as I go. I don't wait to the end and then tighten it all. It reduces the risk of snapping your yarn that way. Alright, that closed up a whole lot easier than I was honestly expecting. It didn't shed like at all. So that was very nice. Thank you, yarn. Alright, here's our bee body. It's a big one. So now I need to make the wings. Sew wings on. I'm kind of nervous about sewing the wings on using that yarn. It's a hefty little bee too, with that the yarn bits in it. It makes it a little bit heavier. Okay, now where'd my white go? Here we go. Now we are on to making the wings. I'm gonna do the chain 2 method again. That worked out really well with this yarn. Alrighty, got 2 wings made, so now I gotta sew them on. As I said, I'm a little scared about sewing them on, but I need some more coffee, so I shall return. Okay guys, I went ahead and sewed the wings on off camera, and they're itty bitty little wings. They are pretty straight above the eyes. Now she said in the pattern that she sews hers on the second, over the second black stripe, so that's where I crocheted mine. Or sewed mine. Probably should have sewed them on the pink, maybe. I think they're maybe just a smidge too far back on the body. But she does have like blush on hers, but blush is pink and my bee is pink, so it really wouldn't show up, I don't think, unless I used like a darker pink. Yeah. Would it look cute with a dark pink blush? Yeah, maybe so. I think I might like that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm debating on putting a little mouth on it too. Does it need to be bigger? Yeah, I think it does. Bigger and more, not so under the eye. Okay, there's the blush. Ooh. Do we need a little mouth? What do you guys think? What about a little heart-shaped mouth, like it's kissing? in pink. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna like it. Let's do just a black mouth. Should I do worsted weight? Let's do a little, drop my scissors, a little worsted weight mouth. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, that makes it cute. Okay, I think our bee is officially done. Got a little face on. These wings want to go all wonky-fied on me. All right. Oh, I like the mouth. I'm glad I did the mouth. That is super cute. I need to lift you up just a smidge more here. So yeah, this thing is pretty big. Like, it's as big as my head. A smidge bigger, maybe. Maybe not. I got a big head. Wonder how much it weighs. Let's weigh this thing. Okay. It is 11 ounces. I was thinking it was going to be closer to a pound, but yeah, 11 ounces. I haven't measured it yet either. Let's see how long it is. It is 9 inches, well, 8 inches long. About 6 inches wide. Shall we do circumference? And we are, wow, 20 inches around. That's nuts. 8 inches long, 6 inches wide, 20 inches around. Wowza. Now I got to figure out what I want to price this thing at. Took me, I don't know, about an hour to make. I was thinking 20, which is probably about right since it took me about an hour, because like I said, I do $15 an hour plus materials, so yeah. All right. Pink little bee for day 2 of our Everything Pink challenge. The next item I want to make is a little odd. Not odd, I guess, but it is by Ashalot. I have no idea how to say that. Ashalotl Kimmy? I don't know. But anyway, it's a mini little alien. See that name? I don't know how to say that. But I want to make a little alien. I love making aliens. I don't make aliens very often because the ones that I have made, I don't really sell. Axolotl Alchemy is how you say it, it looks like. But the yarn that I'm going to use for this one, what do I do with it? Oh, it's right here. I'm going to use Posh. This is actual Big Twist Posh, too. I make it in this really bright pink color. And I think I usually use a 4.5 for Posh. Yeah, this is my 4.5. And this one starts with a chain. That's interesting. This thing is going to be so small and posh. Oh my gosh. Okay, this ring light. I just need, oh my god. I think it's just too bright. Those are the legs. It's gonna be so small. I go from a giant bee to a tiny little alien. This is humorously small. This is ridiculously small. I guess this one's going to be a keychain. That is crazy. It's tiny. Okay, so the alien body is done. Should have stuffed the head just a smidge more. Well, look at this thing. Look. Look how tiny that is. Look at that tiny little body. He's got little bobbles for arms and feet. I don't know if I want this to be the front or this to be the front. Probably this side, where the antennas are more towards the back of the head. So now, I'm going to do embroidered eyes. Embroidered eyes. They did oval black safety eyes. The only ones I have that are like that are, they have like the white highlights on them, and I thought that would look kind of odd. I just want them to be plain black. So, do the eyes, and then our little alien, little tiny little alien, will be done. Okay, guys. This one definitely needs to have a keychain on it because it is tiny. Head's just a tiny bit wobbly. I don't know. Are the eyes too far apart? Maybe not. Yeah, I'll definitely put a keychain on this guy. Sell it for like $5 or $6 keychain. I need to turn this light down still, I think. Alright, so we got a tiny little pink alien done today. And a jumbo pink bee. Oh, what a difference. What a difference. Alright, so I forgot to tell you guys, I got an Etsy order for one of my cat headset holders. And they want it in white with embroidered eyes. Let me grab one to show you what I mean, what I'm talking about. I've showed them on here before. Make sure I don't have one closer. No. I've showed them to you guys before, I think. But this is my own pattern. And this is a cat that is made to hold a headset. So you just lay your headset on top of the cat. It's tall so your headset doesn't like sit on the desk or whatever. Yeah, and it's got poly beads in the bottom so it doesn't topple over. See how well it sits up? It's got 4 little bobble feet. Little tail. And these are the little ears. So it is no-sew. So it's just you make the bobble feet, you work up the tube and close up the front or the top to make the ears and the tail. But yeah, I'm going to make one of these in white with embroidered eyes for an Etsy order. I was really excited when I saw that order come through last night. I'm like, oh, I finally sold one. I think this is the first one I've sold on my Etsy. So yeah. I've got to make one of those in white. So yay for me, I got to do that. So excited. And I need to make or work on my secret project. So I'll be back. I'm not done. I do have another day to record, so I am going to make some more stuff. Just got to find the right patterns I want to use. I still want to use that variegated yarn. I didn't use that today. Here you could use variegated yarn for the pink color of the bee, for the main body color of the bee. But I don't want to make another bee. I want to make something else. I just don't know what yet. So yeah. All right, guys. That is going to be it for this clip. I will be back in just a second so we can continue with everything pink. Hello. We are on the next day. Got to pause the TV. We are on the next day. It is Sunday, January 11th. I haven't made anything. I was busy all day yesterday. So I have not made anything beyond what I made on camera yesterday. I did pick out another pattern that I wanted to make, and I wanted to use my variegated yarn. So I picked out, I don't have the yarn labels, but the color is this light variegated pink. It's got a little bit darker, like a peachy color, and a light pink and white variegated in there. And the other color that's going to pair with it, what did I do with that? Oh, is this Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle in the color Hot Pink Sparkle. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's a sparkle to it. So yeah, those are the two colors that I am going to combine for this pattern, I believe. The pattern I chose, I'm going to pull, it's an actual paid pattern, so it's on my computer. So give me just a second here. I already made the head of it to make sure it was something that I was wanting to make with that yarn. So it is Sprout the Turtle by Madeline Mako. That's kind of hard to see. There we go. Yeah, so it is her paid Sprout Turtle pattern, Sprout the Turtle. So I'm going to make that. I'm going to do the arms and head in the light variegated, and then the shell in the bright sparkle pink color. I'm hoping that looks okay. So that's my plan for this little turtle guy. Like I said, I made the head already. So here's the head. And then my yarn fell on the floor. Oh no. Let's see. I got the head made, so now I am on to legs. We got to make 4 legs, and then we make the shell. So the legs aren't very big, so it shouldn't take too terribly long. And she started the head too, and now the legs with 5 in the magic ring. That's kind of odd. So yeah, so we might have to pause this make for a moment because let me get my magic ring started. I have something to show you. Okay, I got to a stopping point I liked, so all right, I've got to untie the bags here, so give me a second. Okay, so yesterday my husband and I went to the yarn store that I said that we have. It's like a little over an hour away from here. Is that new yarn store that I've been going to. And she carries the Premier Parfait plush yarn. She only had a couple colors there at first, but I follow her on Facebook and check her website often. She got more yarn in, and so I wanted to go check it out, see if she had more Parfait plush. And she did. So I got one of each color for now. I'm so happy. I am just absolutely just love that I can go to a store and touch and feel this yarn before I buy it. Because if you watch Crochet Corner 00114, I think, Crochet Corner, anyway, she buys this yarn. This is her favorite yarn, but she just got a yarn haul, and out of like 20 skeins, there was like 3 skeins that she had to return because the texture wasn't correct. It was like crunchy and kind of weird feeling. So me being able to buy this yarn at this yarn store and avoid that hassle is just beyond amazing. I just am just so happy and blessed that I have a store that I can go to and touch and feel the yarn before I purchase it. Oh, man, it's just, there's just no words. It's just amazing. Let me see if that helps with the light a little bit. So I got one of each color that she had, except for red because I have red from the candy cane. But yeah, I got one of each color. So I got the light pink, which is called Cotton Candy. And I got teal. I got just a black, because you always have to have a black. I think that is just black. Yes, it is. I got hot pink. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow. Summer squash. And then iris, so dark purple. That is a beautiful purple. Now I'm gonna put it in this shelf here. So I gotta move those couple skates here. I'm gonna put it all in this cube here. And I got the light blue called Forget Me Not. We did get a white. I didn't think we got white, but we got a white. Because I have a white from the candy cane. So I was kind of surprised I saw that in the bag. Oh, and this color, I think this is like my favorite color of this line. It is called Carrot. This beautiful shade of orange. Love this color. It is gorgeous. And then I got a brown called, color Rust. Because we all know how hard it is to get browns. And me and the owner were talking about that, how hard it is to get brown. Oh, and this color and the Premier Basic Bright. Yeah. So I did get one brown. I only got one of each color for now. Because funds are tight, so I didn't want to go too crazy, too overboard. I honestly wasn't even expecting to get that much. I was like, asked my husband, like, well, how much do you think I could get? He's like, well, how much do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I said, I love the yarn. I want to have all the colors, at least one of each color. So he just started grabbing one of each color off the shelf. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, we have some Parfait plush that we're going to start using. It's just amazingly soft yarn. It's just a dream. I do want to use some of it for one of these pink patterns, I think. But it's Sunday already. And I'm going to my booth today. So today's the day that I have to be done with this challenge, because I'm going to be taking everything that I've made to my booth. So yeah, I don't know. I thought about making like a pink bear, like a pink teddy bear. But I don't think I have a teddy bear pattern. I don't remember if I have a free pattern or not. Should I pause on the turtle and see if I have a teddy bear pattern and make a teddy bear with the plush? Although Crochet Corner just came out with her new teddy bear patterns, maybe I should go check her Etsy out and buy that. Anybody else have that stupid Rakuten ad pop up on their Etsy every time they get on Etsy? Ugh, so annoying. I wish you could, I'm on my Instagram saved list. I wish you could like search within your own saved list for stuff. I don't know if I have a teddy bear. Okay, so I'm not finding a bear pattern in my saved Instagram list, which is okay. After I got to thinking about it, it's already pretty late in the morning. It's 6:45. I didn't get home till late last night because I went to my sister's house and we did some crocheting together because she knows how to crochet now because I taught her how to crochet. But I am a Bears fan. If you don't know already, I've mentioned that a few times on here. Chicago Bears, and they played last night against the Green Bay Packers. So her boyfriend is a Bears fan as well. So I also wanted to watch the Bears game with them. So we were at their house watching the Bears game, and my sister and I were crocheting, and the game didn't start until 7:30 last night, and the game didn't get over until like 10:30 last night. And my sister I live like 40 minutes from her, so yeah, we didn't get home until after 11, and by the time we got to bed, so I got to bed late, and so I did get up later this morning, so we don't have as much time. I mean, we do have time because my husband will be going to town to his mom's house to have coffee before we go to the booth, and the booth don't open until noon today, so I do have some time, but I don't know that I have time to make a big thing. So in my list, I did see that I have, there's an Easter egg pattern and a chubby little bunny pattern. Like it's a small little chubby bunny. I'm like, I could make some of those things. And I have a little basket, this basket right here. It actually has, oh yeah, I was going to take those to my booth too. Rubber ducks. I'm going to take rubber ducks to my booth today. These are leftovers from last year. So I'm going to take those to my booth today too. So I need to put them over where I can, don't forget them. So maybe I'll put, if I make Easter eggs, put the Easter eggs in that basket instead of the ducks. But I kind of like the ducks in that basket. So I think I'm going to switch gears. Should I finish the turtle and then make Easter eggs? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Because I'm already in the middle of making the turtle. I'm so indecisive. I'm terrible at making decisions. Okay, so we are decreasing on the first leg of the turtle. We're going to finish this turtle and then we'll start into something else. So as I said, I taught my sister how to crochet, I don't know, about a month ago, and she's been practicing, making little swatches, that kind of stuff. She's really enjoying it. Well, last night, all I taught her was the single crochet. So last night, I showed her the half double crochet. And she just absolutely loves doing the half double crochet, which I do too. The half double crochet is like my favorite stitch. So yeah, she fell in love with that stitch, so she's going to be practicing with that. How do I have 9 stitches? What the heck? Sorry, I got to count. I have 12 for that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What? Okay. I screwed up this leg, and alright. I had to frog this leg, screwed up the leg, so nope, we're not going to make a turtle. It's obviously telling me I don't need to make a turtle. So, I'm I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go over and I'm going to make the Easter eggs, I guess. Or the bunny. Is it kind of weird, though, that I'm switching from Valentine's Day to Easter in the same video? But I did, I watched some, like, Etsy Dylan Jars. I don't know if anybody else watches Dylan Jars, but she, has made over $1 million on Etsy, and she teaches people how to make money on Etsy. And she, I think it was her that said you have to be 4 months ahead on if you're going to do holiday stuff. So even though Valentine's Day is in a month, I want to concentrate also on Easter stuff to get ahead of the game. So that's why I have the rubber ducks. I mean, those can be all year round, but little duckies for Easter, you know. I don't have a touchscreen. So yeah, I'm going to start into Easter stuff as well, because they say you need to be 4 months ahead to beat the traffic, I guess. So, because people are already looking for Easter stuff, and they say if you start seeing the holiday, whatever holiday's coming up in the stores, that's when you need to start making your stuff. And yeah, Valentine's and Easter stuff is in the stores already, so I'm going to be doing it. Alrighty, so this Easter egg pattern is by Mel's Crocheted Creations, free on Instagram. Pretty easy, simple, you know, it's just an egg shape. But I'm going to use all my variegated yarns for these eggs, I think. That's a good project for all my variegated yarns. All my pink variegateds, because this is the pink video. And then I can make some different colored ones later. But most of my, well, no, I do have lots of different variegated colored yarn. But I've got a lot of variegated that has pink in it. So, yeah, we're going to do it. Sorry, I know I'm very indecisive today. Jumping everywhere and scratching that and changing my mind. But that's how my brain actually works. It's hard for me to pin down an actual item that I want to make most of the time. Oh, and with my sister, I had gifted her some Bernat Mystical a while back. She hasn't used it yet because she wanted to practice on the acrylic yarn. But so, since I was with her last night, I did show her how to use it. And she was doing the half double crochet with it. And she loved it. She loves the feel of it. She likes, she said it doesn't hurt her hands as much. Of course, she's new, so she's got really tight tension. But with the half double crochet and with that yarn, her tension wasn't quite as tight. So she was really enjoying using the thicker yarn with the half double crochet stitch. So she said she's going to go buy some yarn today and start making herself a blanket. So, and I taught her how to use stitch markers. She wasn't using stitch markers, so, you know, her stuff was starting to grow. So I taught her how to use stitch markers so that didn't happen as well. So I said, make sure you use your stitch markers. That way your project stays straight. So hopefully she does that. Hopefully she don't forget to move her stitch markers as she works up her projects. I'm really kind of curious to see what I've sold. See if I sold any of those Demogorgons I made. See if I've sold any of my little love bombs. I hope I have. That'd be cool if the Demogorgons were sold out. I never get my hopes too high, though, because it is kind of slow going over there, especially this time of year. I'm not selling quite as much as I was last year for some reason. It is what it is, I guess. So I'm hoping I don't have to ever pull out of my booth due to low sales, because I really love having that booth over there. It gives me a different outlet for trying to sell other stuff that I want to make and not just things for Etsy, because as you know, you can't sell copyrighted things on Etsy. So if I ever do that, then I can sell it over in my booth instead and still make money on it. I don't make that stuff too often, but you know, at least gives me that option. If I really want to make something, I can, and then I can sell it in there instead of Etsy. So I like having that option. Alright, so we're stuffing our first Easter egg, and these things are small. I didn't think they were going to be quite this small, but they are pretty small. I'll probably sell these for like $3 or something, because it's pretty small. I could probably make some jumbo ones with my jumbo egg or yarn. I don't really have any variegated jumbo yarn though. I have jumbo yarn, but not variegated. They're all solid colors. Alrighty. Open my drawers. Yarn bits. Alright. One little Easter egg all done. See the size of that thing? It is little. It is itty bitty. Oh yeah. What was the other thing on there? Oh, the little bunnies. Let's make one of the bunnies, because watching me make those little Easter eggs is probably going to be boring. But the little bunny, here I'll pick up my computer and show you, is by, oh, this one's by Mel's Crochet Creations as well. Chubs the Bunny. That's a cute little name. Chubs the Bunny. Why? I don't know why my lighting is not working for me lately. So, yeah. Okay. So, I think I'm going to do my brighter pink shade of variegated. I'm going to put this to the side for now. I'm running out of places to put my yarn, so I don't have to get up and move. Okay. I'm just going to throw this up here for now, because the other yarn I want to use is right here underneath me. Or underneath all this yarn. Oh, that's going to be so pretty over there once I actually put it in there nicely. Okay. I think I'm going to make the little Chubs the Bunny in this color. I think that'd be kind of pretty for a little bunny. I do still want to make the bunny and the bear from Crochet Corner. As I said, don't have as much time today. I mean, I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. I don't know. I don't want to rush myself and not finish the video either in time, you know? Okay. Let's start this little chubby bunny. I think I've made this bunny before. I might have one of these bunnies. I don't remember. I need to go through, I think after I'm done with the video, I might go up in my closet and go through all my inventory and see what I do have. If I have anything that is Valentine / Easter related that I can take to my booth today, I'll probably do that. Oh yeah. Later today, I won't do it right now, but later today I need to finish my order, my Etsy order that I have got. So I finished the body of it at my sister's house. So if you remember, I told you I got an order for one of my cat headset holders. These stitch markers were just there, so I didn't lose them. And they wanted it in white with a crocheted face. So the body's all done. This is the tail. So now I just need to go in and embroider the face on it, and it will be done and ready to ship. And it does have poly beads in the bottom of it, so it sits up. It's got some weight to it, so it's harder to tip over. So I just need to finish embroidering the face on this little guy. And then I can get that shipped out and ready to go for tomorrow. I was watching YouTube. I don't remember what I was watching. Oh. My brain fog is just terrible. I'm in the throes of perimenopause, and the brain fog and loss of words that I have all the time is astounding. And my mood swings, whew! My mood swings are awful. So I watched Crochet Corner earlier. I watched her latest video of her new pattern that she just released, her bear pattern. That's her name. I can't believe I forgot her name. Kylie Creates. Got her newest video pulled up. Her craft room makeover. I also need to tell you guys, I made a video, just a little short, posted it on my Instagram and Facebook, of me just weaving in my ends on my 2024 temperature blanket. I'm just now doing that. And that video, like, blew up on Instagram. It's got over 6,000 views. I've never had a video get that many views. I've gotten like just over 1,000 views on a couple of videos, but I've gotten over 6,000 views on that video. I'm like, what the heck? I've gained a few followers from it, but not too many. Yeah, I was just dumbfounded by that, honestly. And if you guys have noticed, I'm using a 6mm hook with blanket yarn. I think I've converted to a 6mm for most of this yarn. I don't know. I had to use it for something, and I really liked the way it seemed to be a little bit smoother. So yeah, I'm using a 6mm hook now. As long as I don't convert back or revert back. I don't think I will. I might on the Premier Basics chenille, because it's just a little bit easier to work with and just ever so slightly thinner. So I might still use a 5.5 on it, but we'll see. Alright guys, I'm just gonna get this little dude made while I watch Kylie create, and then I'll be back and show you the progress that I've made here in a little bit. I stuffed my bunny before I put my eyes in. Oops. I'm not sure if my 16s will be too big. I need to order some more 16s. I'm getting really low on 16s. I think it looks okay with that size of eye. Do you guys? I think it looks okay. Here's some 12s. Oh, I can use my little black safety noses for this bunny too. And those are 12s. Let's see what size the safety noses are that I have. Compare. I think these noses are bigger than the eye. Yep, nope, I don't like it because it looks like a dog now. Looks like a dog. I think we'll just embroider the nose, because that looks like a dog. And I think I like the bigger eyes. Yeah, I think I like the bigger eyes on him. I do. I like the bigger eyes. So I think I'm going to do the bigger eyes on this one. Alrighty guys, I shall return. I've got to go get some more coffee. Alrighty guys, I went and got my coffee, and I went ahead and finished up the little chubby bunny. Here it is. These little front baubles are his front legs. Little ears. And then we've got 2 back legs and a tail back here. Yeah. Cute little Chubs the Bunny. Maybe it's cute. I could do that with lots of different colored yarn, but I think I'm just going to do one for now. See if they sell, see how they go. I got Chubs the Bunny and made an Easter egg so far. So I think I do have time to maybe finish the turtle that I was going to make. See if it's going to be kind to me and let me finish it. Okay, now let's try the turtle again. Sprout the turtle. Alright, so I screwed up on that first leg, so I frogged it all. So we'll start over, try the legs again, make some legs, and then we go into the shell. So we're going to do this. Wait. No, I could do both. I was going to say maybe I should use my Parfait Plush and make the turtle, but I think I will do this first, and then we'll do, maybe I'll make a teddy bear with my Parfait Plush. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down just a smidge so you can see a little better what I'm doing, and then we'll just continue with our little turtle here. Alrighty, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, 4 turtle legs all made. As I said, I made the head earlier. Head is all done. So now we are on to the shell. And the shell I was going to make in my Bernat Blanket Sparkle yarn in this color. I hope it looks okay together. We shall see, I guess, huh? Okay, good. The shell starts with 8 singles in the magic ring, which I really like because you don't cone up as bad. So, alrighty, here we go. Okay, guys, I will be right back. I want to do something real quick, see if it's going to work, and then if it works out, I will show you what I did. So, I'll be back. Okay, so I was going to make me a hook for the size 6mm because this one where it dents in here starts to hurt my finger right here because it rubs. I was going to make me another hook, but I had a size 6mm hook made up already over in my little bead container. So I'm going to use this one. I love the colors, and it's got little oogie boogie on it. So yeah, I'm going to use this 6mm hook from now on because the other one was starting to hurt my finger. So yeah, that's what I did. I also put my eye things in a different container, so it's all kind of cohesive and the same like clear plastic bins over there. So yeah, that's what I did. Nothing too major. Okay, so I needed to add another bead to this hook because there was just too much space between the end of the hook and where I was holding the hook. So I added another bead. I put a white bead at the top to tie in the white from the little skull bead. So yeah, I think that's a little better. A little bit better anyway. Okay, guys, I think I'm finally done with this turtle. It says you can tack the legs down, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm over it. I'm over it. That's why I don't make turtles. They irritate me. We're going to have a little splooting pink turtle. I do like the coloring, though. The color is kind of cool. Got that pink sparkly shell with the variegated pink body. It is cute, but to close the belly up to try to get in those back loops of the shell, did not enjoy that. My shoulder hurts now because of the way I had to try to get in those stitches. You do tack the head up in place. The tail, I didn't understand the instruction on the tail. I followed the instruction. I didn't like the way it looks, so I did my own thing for the tail. So yeah. Little pink turtle all done. This is going to be the last little guy that we make for our Everything Pink challenge. It is almost 9 o'clock. So I need to get these things priced and ready to go to take to my booth today. So let's see and review what we made. So we made our pink turtle. Oh, I still got to put the keychain on this little guy. Our tiny little pink alien. That's going to be a little keychain. I'm just going to ride the turtles back here for a minute. We got our little pink, and there goes the alien, pink love bug. Our little pink penguin with the heart eyes. And our jumbo pink bee. Oh, that guy. He's so cute. I don't know if I can hold all of these or not. Let's see. I gotta pick up my alien. If I had the keychain on the alien, it'd be easier to hold him. Let's see. Alright, so we've got Everything Pink, alien, love bug, turtle, penguin, and bee. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. I know it's not a whole lot, and some of them are kind of tiny, but I forgot that I made our little chubby bunny and our little Easter egg today, too. So we made 7 items. Bunny, egg, turtle, alien, penguin, love bug, jumbo bee. We made 7 things, so that's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that is what we made. 7 pink items in our Everything Pink challenge today. All right, get these put down so they don't fall on the floor. Gonna get these guys all priced up, ready to go to my booth. So, all right, guys, that is gonna be it for our Everything Pink challenge for the upcoming Valentine's Day holiday. So yeah, let's put a turtle emoji down in the comments. That way I know that you got to watch to the end and you got the reveal of everything we made for this video. Alrighty, guys, turtle emoji. Make sure you hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're not already, because we have lots of more fun crochet stuff coming up. And do the share copy link if you don't mind. I do think that helps some. So, alrighty, that is going to be it for this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.